was just gonna say, so Nike obviously lost Stephen Curry, who y'all know is with Under Armour now, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny that Nike is brought up in this video. I guess it's the only really clear point I have to say before we get into it. Nike, I feel like their contracts, like this is talking about one word, like there's either an all-in or you are completely out. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no hard middle ground, which I mean, I'm sure that's with most shoe companies, but with Steph Curry, like you said, being a primetime player, an all-time great, transcendent.
Yes.
You feel Nike would be flexible with a talent such as this because they see the value.
You think so?
You would think. So I'm very interested to see what the one word was that threw Steph off, man. I can't even fathom what it might have been. Slavery? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That would have done it. Yeah, like I can imagine it's just like, now Converse, they want to enslave you. As soon, guarantee you, if Steph would have heard that, Steph would just been like,
I'm good. You know,
like he's just like, dude, no. So much like, okay, a lot of people know Nike nowadays as the NBA shoe company because Air Jordans.
Yes.
J's are quite literally the key item that made Nike go from just a regular shoe company to the shoe company in the NBA. Considered by many to be like the gold standard of like basketball shoes nowadays.
Prior to Nike, it was Converse. A lot of people don't really know that.
Yeah. And you see back in the day, Converse and Adidas and all of them had a pretty equitable market share, although Converse was the reliant share.
They had Bird and Magic.
They also had Dr. J.
And
they had a lot of big names back then.
Yeah.
But then the 80s rolled around and new blood had entered the water. And this new blood consisted of one man by the name of Michael Jordan.
Not only just a man. Not just a man.
The man.
The man.
And MJ, in the beginning, wanted to go with Adidas because he loved Adidas. He loved Adidas's like style.
No doubt.
He rocked Adidas all throughout college.
Okay.
And when he got to the pros, he was just like, I want to sign with Adidas. I don't care if I have to wait. But then Nike basically came to Jordan with an offer. They had these new Air Soles that just came out.
Word.
And they were just like, okay, let's market this to Michael Jordan and call them Air Jordans. And after that, it was just like Mike's dad basically just came to him and said, Mike, you'd be a fool not to take this deal because this is literally you getting a controlling share over your own brand.
I think that was what was so cool about him doing it because he was actually in the lab, like looking at the designs.
Yes.
Like, he was pushing his motive,
exactly,
or his imagination.
And he basically, like when they came to him with the Air Jordan 1s, he was just like, this is it. This is what I want to wear on the court. And then, as the Jordans evolved over time, I still miss like my Jordan 6s I bought when I was a kid.
Oh, true.
Those were so like, dude, playing basketball in those, it was just like it felt like hand in a glove.
Oh, word,
hand
word,
in a glove,
word.
and just like boom, boom. Like it was it, and it wasn't the fact that it was like, oh, it's Michael Jordan, therefore I'm gonna play better. No. The shoes were just so well made back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'll say this: they're good, but they're not the quality they used to be.
No,
and I think
not
it's
at all.
because MJ ain't playing anymore.
Facts.
If MJ were still playing, I guarantee you they would not lag on quality one bit.
Now he's relying on people such as sign under his name or his umbrella now,
Yes.
right? Like,
Well, yeah, and also, what's MJ got to lose from Jay's not selling as much as they used to? He owns a freaking basketball team.
Yeah,
he's a part owner of like a baseball team, and
MJ is good.
Oh yeah, he's worth like $2.4 billion.
He's up there.
The man has invested his time and efforts wonderfully, and he has carved out a nice piece of the pie for himself. But Someone who carved out a nice piece of the pie for themselves with a deal with Steph Curry.
Nice segue. I like that.
Oh yeah.
We need that. We need more of that over here.
Oh yeah. Segue. Yeah, that's segue. Here we go. So let's hop into this. This is Jimmy High Roller, how Nike lost Steph Curry with one word.
And we get.
At one point in time, Stephen Curry had a shoe deal with Nike, but then something happened and now he doesn't. Let's just say if you're going to sign an athlete to a multi-million-dollar deal, you might want to know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, man. You messed up his name?
What's up, everybody?
For
It's Jimmy.
real?
And Stephen Curry has almost single-handedly
That
taken
killed it.
Under Armour from a distant afterthought of a brand to a real competitor with brands like Nike and Adidas. At this point, Curry's name is synonymous with Under Armour, for better or for worse. But it wasn't always like this. To this day, Nike has the majority of NBA players locked into a deal. In fact, Nike has a staggering 95.5% of the market. The company has even signed 74% of all NBA players to a deal. 3 of every 4 NBA players has a shoe deal with Nike. Nike also has
Well, you
11
can
of the
ex
15
Kyrie
highest-
now. You can ex
That's
Kyrie
right.
now.
Yeah, Kyrie's out the box on that one.
Hope New Balance gets them.
Yeah. New
Actually, I kind of
Balance.
want Puma too. I don't care.
Puma-
Whichever one.
Tough break, brother. There's always FUBU.
Yo, it better not be FUBU. I ain't getting no FUBU Kyrie.
That's just a joke that Chappelle did back in the day. I had to pull it. Had to pull the trigger on that joke, dude. I couldn't help it.
It's paid endorsement deals in all of sports, including contracts with LeBron, KD, MJ, Kobe, Kyrie, and many,
coordination
many
deal.
more. In the
Girls like
2012
that.
Olympics,
Yeah,
man.
11 of the 12
Switching
players on
hands.
the U.S. men's team
Darren
were signed
Williams, stamp. Yeah, pause this real quick. We gotta look at these faces.
Because you had CP3, Russ, Deron Williams, James Harden. Yeah, of course Kobe, and then you had LeBron. The only one that wasn't signed was K Love.
Kevin Love is on. Tyson Chandler on there too.
Yeah, Chandler was.
Are these all?
Oh yeah, this is 2016.
These
I
are
think.
all Nike. Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
know Iggy was on there actually.
Oh yeah, Iguodala. Yeah, and the whole deal with this is I see this and it doesn't surprise me because K Love's never been one to like go out of his way to.
Has he ever made a shoe deal?
I think he made a deal. I think he made a deal with like Adidas. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think because K Love, dude, back when he was on the Timberwolves, was a monster in the paint.
I feel like he
Dude.
could have a nice shoe. The Love, I would look at that shoe.
Yeah,
this is the
I would
Love.
too. I would as well. But remember when he was on the Timberwolves, and then he was like, dude, he was a 20-20 machine.
Oh, yeah.
like 26
wasn't
points,
yeah.
20 rebounds.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and he was up there
He
with
had some
Dwight
40-20s,
Howard.
I want to say.
Huh?
30-20s, 30-20s.
Oh yeah,
and-
30-20s,
yeah,
like
stuff like that.
because he could go deep. That was the thing people.
Oh, he had that 3-ball.
Yeah, he had the 3-ball. He had a good layup. My only complaint against K-Love was the fact that his defense was not the best during his prime
He's not
years.
the biggest big guy, right?
No, he's
But
6'11". If he put a little bit more weight on him
Yeah.
and did a little bit more like strength and conditioning drills
That's
with his
crazy to
legs.
think that he can be as big as he is, and still there's
Well,
another giant.
Well, yeah.
Like Tyson Chandler,
look at
for
Chandler and
instance.
Durant
Yeah,
next
like
to him,
Tyson
dude.
Chandler.
Durant's like just an inch shorter than him, and Chandler's about the same height, if not a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Because K-Love's like 6'11".
Tyson Chandler straight center. KD's a 2 guard. That's
Yeah,
just
well,
ridiculous.
a two guard or a small forward.
Yeah, or more a small forward.
Yeah, he could
Probably
he
more
could be small forward because that's what he was with LeBron
Yeah.
in Cleveland when they won the ring.
He's more with 3.
Yeah, and then of course you had Blake Griffin, who in the beginning of his career
Monster.
could leap like a gazelle and had so much potential.
So-
but then, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I mean, not to knock I'm not knocking anything you're saying. I agree with everything you said, but
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to see the names that fell off. Like Melo ain't there,
No.
Blake ain't there, Tyson
Nah.
ain't there. Love is there, but he's not the Love of old, obviously.
Nah,
like
nah.
really, the
Well,
only people
injuries took him out, dude.
relevant are KD, LeBron, and who?
Harden.
CP3,
CP3, Harden.
Westbrook,
Yeah.
Westbrook. I didn't want to do
Yeah,
no
well,
Westbrook.
Russ is the
I didn't mean
sixth
to do
man.
that.
Russ is sixth man right now.
Yeah.
And which there's nothing wrong with that. He still comes off the bench and gets big numbers.
No doubt, he's
But-
playing a lot better this season.
Yeah.
Compared
But
to
you
last
know,
season.
rest in peace, Kobe. That's of course
R.I.P..
that's the big one there.
So 4 players on here, like with some relevance.
yeah, 4, yeah, maybe 5 if you
Maybe,
if
yeah.
you want to be nice.
If you want to be nice, yeah, true that.
So anyway, let's keep her
continue.
keep her rolling.
Steph ain't
Even
on
their
there.
coach
Nope.
had to deal with the big swoosh. Nike was destined to have a shoe deal with Stephen Curry. Curry's godfather, Greg Big.
That's an
worked in
intense
the
drill.
company. Curry wore
Oh, it's a
Nikes
great
growing
drill,
up,
man. It's a
and
I'd like to try
hand-eye
that.
drill.
being a high drafts pick, Nike usually has dibs on most players of his caliber coming out of college. It
Basically,
only
it's
made
the
sense
it's
to
the
sign with
hand
Nike,
interception
and he
drill.
did. In
Basically,
true.
like have the ball thrown off the wall in front of him, and and right there they're doing fake
Stephen
outs.
Curry signed a 4-year
Like some of them are doing fake outs. Like he's throwing the ball too hard for Steph to catch, and it's like bouncing too high above him. But if he throws it just enough to where it'll bounce down at Steph, Steph will catch it.
No doubt.
You see, it's about like building up your reaction time and building up like your hand-eye coordination.
Ambidextrous.
Oh yeah,
no
that's
doubt.
important, especially for your
Facts.
caliber player like Steph.
deal with the
Who
company.
works his
And
ass
aside
off,
from his
dude.
constant ankle injuries, Curry had a pretty solid first 4 years in the league. But it was in that final year of his contract with Nike that he really had his breakout season. In 2013, he really found his place in the NBA, dropping 54 at Madison Square Garden, peeped the Nike Zoom Hyperfuses, and breaking the NBA record for three-pointers made in a season. We were all just beginning to see the true potential of the future two-time MVP, and so was Nike. So it would only make sense for them to re-sign Curry to another deal, right? After Curry's contract was up, he was free to hear pitches from other companies, and one of those companies was, of course, Nike. See, just because they were the first to sign him doesn't mean he had to stick with them. He was available to sign a deal with anyone, but Nike did want him. Kinda. The company set up a meeting with Stephen and his father Dell to pitch their deal, but right from the jump, something didn't seem right. Nike categorizes their athletes into tiers. No, not tiers. Tiers. The top tier being athletes like Kobe, LeBron, and KD. Well, immediately Steph could tell Nike did not see him as a top tier athlete, or even a priority for that matter. To start things off, Nike had given Kyrie and Anthony Davis their own youth development camps, but not Curry, even though Steph joined the league years before them. The next mistake Nike made during their pitch was only offering Curry $2.5 million for the deal. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll take a cool $2.5 million to wear some shoes any day, but I'm not
Yeah.
Stephen Curry. Under Armour, a much smaller company at the time, offered Curry $4 million.
Ooh.
But it gets worse. During Nike's pitch to the Curry family, they used a slideshow, and one of those slides had Kevin Durant's name on it. Nike used the same exact slideshow during Durant's pitch and forgot to change the names. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, I've messed up slideshows here and there in high school.
Yeah.
You know, forgot to change a picture or two, but homie, really? But again, that's not even the worst part. The Nike rep that was pitching the deal to Curry called him Stefan, not Stephen. Curry was with Nike for 4 years at this point, and the man giving the pitch didn't even know his name. Needless to say,
That's disconnect right there,
Yeah,
man. That's
man.
bureaucratic disconnect.
He's feeling like a number at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like when you start feeling like you're a number that's being forced into a slot, it's just like
They don't like me, man. They don't
It's
love
like,
me like
I'm
that.
out.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Facts.
And I mean, I felt that way, man. I've been that way.
Who's that on? That's on the. Is that on? Is that completely on Nike? I think it is on Nike. They sent the rep,
Yeah,
but
they
the
sent
rep.
the rep. Oh, the rep
is
Should
garbage.
have got fired.
Yeah,
If the
rep
rep
is
didn't
garbage.
get fired or reprimanded or like pushed down the company,
Yeah.
I would be very surprised. Because
Facts.
losing out on Steph Curry, especially given the next 10 years he had after like 2013.
Oh, man.
I mean, 4 rings, 2 MVPs, the 3-point record, dude.
If he was on Nike right now, he'd have the most selling shoe, highest grossing shoe.
No doubt.
Without a doubt.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Steph and his dad stopped paying attention at that point and turned down the deal from Nike. Under Armour swooped in and signed Steph to a deal and pronounced his name correctly in the process. But the deal with Under Armour goes beyond the money. Steph felt like he was important with Under Armour, like he was a priority and not just another athlete. And he was
That
right,
matters,
because
man.
Under Armour has allowed Steph to do things that no other company would, like putting his favorite Bible verse on his shoe. He was also given partial ownership of the company, something no
There you
other
go.
major company has offered to any athlete ever, and it paid off big time, because in just 2 years Curry has managed to single-handedly double Under Armour's worth from $14 billion to $28 billion.
Pause it real quick, Nate. That is amazing.
Yes.
The fact that I didn't know he actually bought some of the company, but why? Then I'm running
Well,
it to
gave
my
it to
head.
him. They gave it to him. man.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If they're not even top 5 in sneakers, I mean, his bankroll alone
Yeah.
puts you on the
Well,
map.
they bet their future on Steph Curry, and it paid off. Man. I mean, it's a primo bet that
What a-
worked out great.
Supremely genius move on their part. Man.
Yeah. 100%. And I can see big like just overall from what they've experienced from Steph over the last 10 years. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, Under Armour now, they went from, those skin tight like body shirts that football players wear. I forget what they're called. Like
Shit, we called them Under Armour. That's how legit that was.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what you knew them for. Now with him, it's also the shoes. I've worn Under Armour shoes. They're not bad. I mean, hell,
he got me thinking about it.
Yeah,
Just this
whole
whole story.
I'm wearing Skechers right now, but
True.
I got me a pair of Nikes upstairs that I wear every now and again, and those I like those a lot. But
I got Saucony's on y'all for those ordering. Saucony's, nothing crazy.
Those are good though, man.
Oh man, so comfortable.
Yeah. All right, let's keep her going with this.
At this point, Under Armour did not want to make the same mistake Nike made. So in 2015, Under Armour offered Curry a deal he couldn't refuse. And he didn't refuse. Curry's new deal with Under Armour is said to be worth up to $1 billion by 2024. And whether you think the Currys are hot or not, they are the best-selling shoe of any active NBA player. Quite honestly, Curry is to Under Armour what Jordan was to Nike.
Basically,
Curry and Under Armour
100%.
have become so familiar that it's hard to imagine at one point in time, Nike had their hands on the future NBA champion. But they messed that one up in a hurry.
4-time future NBA champ. 4-time. Because, and this is what people don't understand. I know Kevin Durant coming in really like pushed them over the moon and made them like the heavy favorites every year they went to the finals. But let's not forget, they went 73-9 without KD.
And already won a title without
Oh yeah,
KD.
they'd already won a ring. And now they've won another one without KD.
Yeah. KD was a great factor, no doubt.
Yes. Oh, he got him 2 extra rings, no doubt. But Steph, Clay,
they were established, right?
yeah, Andre
Great
Iguodala.
depth. Yeah, all the
yeah.
depth for that team.
Oh yeah, they got, and I'll say this much: really wish that they wouldn't have got rid of Mac McClung, because Mac could have been a great like 6-man, two maybe 3 guard to Steph, because Mac has a good 3-pointer.
I think he gets hurt on defense is the only thing.
Well, that is the only thing I would say, but thankfully they have enough of a backing on defense outside of that, because Steph is a pest when it comes to defense. Like,
well, I always think Matt needed to take that more distributor like role. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
yeah.
if he can like cause them to collapse a bit, like because they're a 3-point shooting team, right?
Yes.
Like JJ Barea.
Yeah,
kind of like that type.
I could see that.
You
I
know
can
what I
see
mean?
that very much.
Or even Jason Williams, another guy.
Yeah, Jason Williams could do that. But my whole thing with Mac is like, he's around the same height as Steph.
Yeah.
And I would say athletically, I'd say he's on the same level as Steph. I mean, he can dunk a basketball better than Steph, that's for sure.
Oh, he can definitely get up.
Because dude, like, he got hops.
But his handles ain't on Steph.
His handles, no. Steph is second to none right
Yeah.
now. I would say if Mac worked with Steph for like a year or two, got those drills down like how Steph does and everything,
Yeah.
I think Mac could do
That improve his game heavily.
I think so. And if he does good enough, after a few years of being under Steph and probably winning a ring with him and all that, he could go on to another team. And,
How old is Mac right now?
Oh, he's like 22. He's super young still, man. He ain't up there at all. And he's
he got some time.
He
got a little bit of time.
He's got time, and I really hope that he gets there. Fingers crossed, y'all. I mean, he works hard.
He got a lot of love right now. The barbershop I'm at, we talk to sports, and they always bring him up. Like,
well, yeah,
I want to see Mac out there.
Well,
It's
he's
like,
a
man, I
local
hope
kid.
he does.
Dude. He's a local kid. He's a local kid. I mean, he's one of the best out of this area to come out of it. I mean, and you got to think, Gate City. I mean, like middle of nowhere.
Right.
And he's playing with the big boys up there, dunking on national TV, postering up on these dudes.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine him and Zion Williamson getting into the dunk contest. Like how good the dunk.
I wonder if he might try. Because they'll sign nobodies. I mean, not to call him a nobody. No disrespect.
No, yeah.
But you know what I mean. He's out he's in the G League right now.
Yes.
But he does have that up. So I
Yes.
wonder if they let him compete. I would try.
I would. I mean,
If I was him.
If I'm him, if I'm the NBA and I really want to get the dunk, because last year's dunk contest was
Sad. Well, it's not even.
it's
Nobody will remember.
not even worthy of remembering.
No.
But if you want to do it right, get Zion Williamson and get Mac
Mac.
McClung, because you get those two going. the level of freak athletes that Zion is, especially Zion, I would say is probably, I would say, that's in terms of athletics. I mean, he's probably one of the best I've seen.
At 6'5", 6'4".
Yeah,
like he's not that bit tall. Like,
no, but he's
big. He's big. I wasn't gonna say he's big. He's big as a motherfucker. Yeah,
he's like 260. He's like 260, but is able to move like that.
Man, he got that double bounce and all that. Man, He's just nasty.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got with this. Yeah, we don't got.
I guess that's what happens when you don't even know your own athlete's name. With some of the great young players coming up in today's league, let's hope these companies learn from this catastrophic mistake. From a $2.5 million deal,
Anton Jameson,
valued by $14 billion. Curry says joining Under Armour was one of the best decisions he's made in his entire career. On the other hand, the guy pitching Nike's deal to Curry may have just ended his own career. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, until next time.
Just seeing him draining threes.
See how
like
fluid
that,
it is.
Just. Also, they talked about Steph's release angle. His release angle is a lot higher than like the normal. I believe it, because the normal 3-pointer, I think they said it's like around like a 23 to 25% angle on their arc. Whereas Steph, it's like 40. It's like
45,
42,
not
45.
But yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, like 42 to 45.
I mean, you look at that arc he got, man. You know what I mean?
It increases the chances of it going in because if it goes straight in, then even if it hits the rim,
it's soft. It's got a softer touch.
Yes, exactly.
It's all about the touch.
Yeah.
Another shot that was really good before we get off this video, Dirk actually had arc like a mug.
Yeah, and also you look at you look at the people surrounding Steph Curry. I mean, you look at his dad Dell, who was a great 3-point shooter in his right.
Seth elite.
Yeah, and then you also look at his coach, Steve Kerr.
Yep,
Steve Kerr has the best 3-point percentage ever of all time. Not most made of all time, but in terms of percentage, the man's the most accurate of any player in history. Son. Oh yeah, he could knock him, dude.
Knock down.
Just swish, 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 swish.
Jordan, I'm open.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you need me, I'm just over here. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was like how Kerr basically took the place of John Paxson. Because Paxson in his day could drain threes.
And Kerr stepped off the Bulls to win some with the Spurs, or was it the other way around?
He won two.
Yeah,
he won two. He won one in '99 and another in '03.
Yeah, he's a vital piece. Guys, we've reached the end of the video.
Absolutely.
So you know how that go. D's World. Always fun having my boy Nate. You know what I mean? We're going to get to the next one. Hope y'all enjoyed this one. Let us know some of y'all favorite NBA players, man. Let us know any other deals that got jacked up. You know what I mean?
Any other Jimmy High Roller or any other basketball videos out there you want us to watch, whether it's Professor, whether it's just anybody out there. Anybody. Any
disputes, arguments too, like like the whole LeBron and MJ thing.
Like
if
right
want
here,
us to
look
see
at
us
this.
do that.
The goat pyramid.
We might do that.
High Roller. Jimmy High Roller did an original one, but this is the newest one that he just put out.
Oh yeah, we got.
We'll have to check those out.
We'll come back, man. I hope y'all appreciate it. Big Nate.
Drawn up.
Regenerated, my own hip hop, nothing to play with. The vision to God, powerful paces. All alone won't stop, perfect my goal. Oh my Lord. Regenerated, my own hip hop, nothing